Listen up, you money-hungry goblins, okay? Today I'm going to show you how to make over $1,000 per hour cold calling motivated sellers. That's right. I'm going to teach you how to make $1,000 an hour actually cold calling, which is approximately $1,000 an hour more than what you're currently doing right now, scrolling through TikTok, going through social media, watching these models on the internet just shake their butts. If you could just put the flaming hot Cheetos down and start talking to motivated sellers, you're going to be making a lot more money. Now, you might be like, Zach, cold calling scary. Oh my gosh. I'm nervous talking to motivated sellers. This sounds scary. Well, you know what's even more scary than that? What is more scary than that cold calling is your bank account. Your bank account is way more scary, all right, than you cold calling sellers. Okay, zombies are scary. Okay, vampires are scary. Cold calling Sheila at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday is not scary. Your fear level is screwed up. Okay, when I have a nightmare, it's me being broke. Okay, it's not me being chased by a axe wielding murderer. It's being broke, not making money. Okay, not going out here and making millions of dollars in real estate wholesaling. That's what's scary to me. And if you're going out here and telling everyone, I'm a grinder, I'm an entrepreneur, but I gotta call someone on the phone. Oh, it's scary. You're screwed. Your whole mental aptitude of what works and what doesn't is so screwed up. So honestly, okay, even if your brain is running at like 2%, battery in your brain, I'm going to show you exactly today how anyone, even you got to be brain dead, can go out here and make $1,000 per hour cold calling motivated sellers. You're making literally $1,000 per hour you're on the dang phone. Now, if you're somebody who wants to go out here and just listen to some David Goggins hype motivation track, and tell yourself you're a grinder, this ain't going to work. This is just fundamentally putting your head down and going to work and making a ton of money. I'm not even asking for really much money here for you. Like you guys can cold call and Google Voice, do whatever you want, but you're just going to do what I say step by step, and you will achieve a ton of success. Now, what I like doing before I tell you to do some work, I always like showing some results, right? So I like to show this result because I think that this one's actually pretty dang good. So here's Dan Golachev. He made $160,000 on one real estate wholesaling deal. Here's this check right here. Shout out to Dan, just sharing a awesome win. So Dan in our community made $160,000. Okay. So just trying to show people how exciting this stuff is and how possible this stuff is. I mean, you can't really show any other wholesaling person on YouTube right now. And no one that goes live on YouTube can have a student that makes $160,000. And this is a guy in our M2M group, obviously, but he's also in freewholesaling.com, our free school community. And I teach people in my free school group and for free how to make money like that all the dang time. So if you want to make 160 grand and just be printing money all day, every day, this is the exact live stream. You're in the right place at the right time. Okay, you want me to go tell you, how do you make $1,000 an hour? Just spend 40 grand a month in marketing. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm giving you fundamental step-by-step at what you got to do right now. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's start making a ton of money wholesaling real estate, okay? And guys, we are live, so do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And let's break this all down. I always get pumped up because I know there's going to be one 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid that's watching this and says, you know what? I'm just going to do what Zach says. I'm just going to do exactly what Zach says today, okay? Tomorrow, we're actually releasing a podcast of, I don't want to spoil it, but of an 18-year-old fresh out of high school who is making $35,000 a month because he decides he wanted to do exactly what I said. Shocker! When you do what I say, you get rich. You don't even need any money for this. You just got to do what I say. I'll get you rich, get you successful. So I teach people all the time how to do this. Let's break this all down. So first and foremost, all right, the key to your success making $1,000 per hour cold calling is to actually cold call. I know this is a shocker, But if you can overcome the fear of the phones, of talking to somebody over the phones, you are going to get rich. If you can just learn how to have conversations with people, you are going to crush it. Your life is going to get a lot easier. Okay. So many wholesalers, they get so freaked out. Oh my gosh, what do I say? How do I say? Oh, okay. Let's eliminate all this right now. Most people watching this are burnt out cold calling because they do the same exact things that everybody else on YouTube except for here teaches. Okay, what is that? Pull a standard high equity list on X Leads, which everyone loves X Leads, but pull a standard high equity list on X Leads, which isn't terrible, but just call like 40,000 sellers at a time and just grind it out and just, that will not make you $1,000 per hour. And most people, you get really burnt out doing it. Now, in college, I used to call 25 hours a week. I used to call from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, 5 days a week for an entire year straight. Okay, I was a very rich kid in college. All right, like I was making good money. But here's the thing: most people don't want to kill themselves doing it, and it was absolutely brutal. Okay, it was absolutely brutal. My roommates, they love me now, but they were a little irked on me. A couple of roommates in college, they used to bring like ladies over at like 6:30, get ready for a party. And I always tell them, hey, get out of here. I'm calling. Like, no joke, Mike. My roommates can vouch for me. I've kicked women out of my dorm. My room, like these girls come, I've kicked them out because I'm like, I got a cold call. I I should not say this live. I've had some other funny stories of, I've canceled plans with people. In college because I had a cold call and it was just funny. You know, I don't want to get say too much on the live stream, but I have given cold calling the priority in my life when I was in college, and it was a very good decision. But what I mean by this too, and these are all true stories, by the way. I'm getting all my college roommates. We're gonna do a podcast, man. It's gonna be. I was an absolute animal in college because all I did was wholesale real estate and have a good time. But I was making a lot of money. But the whole reason that I did so well is because I grinded, and I did what 99.99% of people didn't want to do. And I'm not telling you to do that right now. What I'm telling you to do is, how about we do something that's really simple and really easy for you to do? And what this basically is cold calling a super triple filtered stacked list. And not like a guys, I'm not telling you to go out here and invent a new type of mathematics. Okay. I'm not telling you to go out here and invent, you know, this brand new method of wholesaling real estate. I'm actually going to give you a really simple system where you're just calling sellers. Okay. All you are doing is calling sellers that are super motivated. You're not going to get as cussed out or as mad of people on the phone. And people are actually like, dang, like, I do want to sound you like, why? I'm doing really good doing this. That is what I'm going to teach you how to do today. Because so many people want to just call a standard high equity list. And the problem with a standard high equity list is you call them, but there's so many people who are actually not motivated to sell their property. They actually don't want to sell their house. And that's a massive issue. And so if you can grind it out and call tens of thousands of people in a month, I say that's best. You'll probably make a crazy amount of money. But most people don't want to do that. They want to call maybe 2 hours at most during the day and just start racking in money. And honestly, I didn't really do this starting out because AI wasn't here. Like, I'll just be real with you. If I had free ChatGPT, it would be game over. Okay. Like I would be speaking here on the helicopter, on my yacht, that's also hosted on my other yacht, going out here and just speaking about why my yacht is 400 feet, not 300 feet. I would be having a different story than that right now. Okay. On my $70 million private jet. But I did not have AI. So things, I cannot lie. I do make a lot of money in real estate wholesaling, and I'm very rich. Humbly, of course, I'm saying this. But I'll tell you, if I had AI, I'd be probably twice as rich because I did everything by myself. And AI is like having 17 employees. But okay, I'll teach you how to do that for free today. But what we got to talk about is how to triple filter stack your lists. So back in the day, there used to be these very expensive softwares in wholesaling about basically stacking lists. And that's effectively what you're doing now. Most of these softwares, and there's still softwares out there, they're like $300, $400, $500 a month. that will like auto stack lists. And they were very necessary before AI came about. And pretty much you can do like $500 of software tasks just literally for free. This is why, you got to be on top of the game. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to find lots of motivations from our lists, specifically 3 motivations on one list. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean right here. But this is the bee's knees right here, boys. Okay. Like this is the money, boys and gals. Okay. This is where the cash is at. Okay. So what I basically mean by this is what we're going to do is we're going to make a funnel. And let me try to illustrate what this funnel kind of looks like. So you kind of understand where I'm coming from here. But, here we go. Move this over. Make sure y'all can still hear me. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear. So what we're going to do is we are going to compile a lot of lists and turn it into this kind of massive little funnel type thing. Okay. So we're actually not going to call all these lists. Now, it would be great to call these lists. Most people in here don't want to do that. So that's fine. Okay. So let's talk about this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull all the code violations. So these are people who are basically having fines on their property for having super, super ugly houses. We're going to pull all the fire damage properties, houses that were literally just put on fire. The fire department is going to give us the list. Then we're going to pull the probates. Okay, this is a list of people that passed away. We're going to reach out to the heirs. Then we're going to have a tax delinquent list. These are people who are not paying their property taxes. Maybe they're 1, 2, even 3 years behind. Super, super motivated type of list. Then we're going to pull the pre-foreclosure list. This is a list of people not paying the mortgage and the bank's trying to take the property back. Then we're going to pull the evictions list, people who are really evicting tenants for not paying, or maybe they're just not leaving the house. Then we're going to pull the water shutoff list. And then this is basically a list of people who don't have any running water on the property. You get that from the utility department. We're also going to pull the arrest record list. Zach, oh my gosh, do I have to call these people? No, you do not. I'm not telling you to call these people. Just hear me out. And we're going to pull the divorce list. Now, this is kind of like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones, right? You want to get all the Infinity Stones and boom, snap of fingers and achieve your dreams. But it's kind of like collecting them, because once you get the Infinity Stones in wholesaling, you can start making a lot of money. Okay, and basically what I mean by this is we are pulling basically 9 lists, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Let's draw this a little better. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? So this is going to be a list, maybe list 1. Actually, we'll call them list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4. You might be like, Zach, why in the world am I pulling all these lists if I'm not even calling them? Okay, just list 7, list 8, and then list 9. Okay. So list 1 might have 300 records, 500 records on the second one, 100, 300, 50, 500, 60, 120, and 300 again, right? And basically that totals in I'm just doing rough numbers here. Let's go out here and calculate it. It's going to be 800 plus 100 plus 300 plus 50 plus 500 plus 60 plus 120 plus 300. That's 2,230. Now, if you call these per hour, you're probably going to call, if you do 60 an hour, that's probably going to equate to you about 37 hours of calling. Now, honestly, that's not even bad at all. And you could probably get that done in a month easily without even too much problems, right? But I'm not really asking you to go out here and do 37 hours of calling. On the contrary, what I'm going to do is ultra filter this list so it's even better. And what I mean by this is, let's grab the pen here. Is this better? Yeah, it's way better. Okay, let's make this red. There we go. And what we're going to do is we are not going to go out here and pull. We're not going to do 37 hours of calling, right? Because we're lazy butts, right? We're not here to work. We hate working. What we're going to do is we are then going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to get ChatGPT, and we're going to say, hey, which one shows up more than once? And basically what I mean is, we're going to figure out, hey, we have a master list of 2,230. Which one of these are duplicates? Which ones show up more than once? Now, most people, when you're looking at duplicates, you throw the duplicates away. But actually, duplicates are the answer here. Because if a property, let's just use a random address. Let's say there's this one property that is on the pre-foreclosure list. It's on the fire damage property list, and it's on the tax delinquency list. This means this is a house that they're not paying the mortgage, right? So they can't afford the mortgage, right? They can't afford the mortgage. The house went on fire, so the house is disgustingly ugly, and they haven't paid the taxes in 2 years. That is triple motivation, which is also, can anybody guess it? Triple the money. We're going to make 3 times more money on this property. More money, more problems, more money. That is the point. Okay. So who in here, and this is pretty obvious, wants to work less and make more money? Everybody. So this is the whole point. Okay. It's how you flex on the haters. Okay. You just make more money and you work way less. So effectively, this list, okay, is probably, let's make it green for money, I guess. Oh, that's, I'm not going, it's just too soon for Christmas colors right now. I would say at most, if you stack this list, you might get at most maybe 100 that show up more than once. Actually, more than twice. And then maybe like 30 that are showing up more than 3 times, right? Not like crazy big, but I will tell you that there are plenty of properties that show up more than once here. So these are going to be super, 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 super motivated type lists. And this is exactly what we're looking for in wholesaling. This is how we start going out here and making cash. This is how we start doing really good. Now, the reason why this works really well is, first, we're extremely laser targeted. We make more money per hour. We make a lot more on the deal. But also, this is an extra, and I kid you not, an extra 15 to 30 seconds of work that will yield you so much more results. Because 98% of wholesalers will pull a list. They'll pull like 10 or 15 different lists, but they'll never just throw it in the chat to you and say, hey, which one of these addresses show up more than once? Just make one master sheet. Which one's showing up more than once? And what list are they showing up on? It's 30 seconds. ChatGPT will literally do it for free. They'll do all the work, but nobody, absolutely zilch, okay, want to do any of this stuff. Like it's 30 more seconds of work, and you can yield so much more. It is insanity that nobody talks about this. Insanity. Okay. So how do you do this? Again, you're going to find any of the lists that show up more than once. So what we're going to do is, before we throw into AI, we're going to just compile all this into a master sheet. Okay. We're going to really kind of divide it into street address, city, state, and zip code. So that's it. Okay. We don't really need property owner info or any of that stuff, because obviously I'll show you why it's not really needed. All we're going to do, we're going to pull this list into street address, city, state, and zip code. And then we're going to ChatGPT for the prompt. And we're going to ask it. All right. It's just so simple. You can screenshot this, write this down. I'm going to throw it in the comments for everybody live here too. All right. I'm going to throw it in the comments so it's live. So y'all can just copy it in the comments section right here. All right. There we go. So you can just literally copy this. But basically, ask ChatGPT, quote, find me properties that show up more than once and make it into a new spreadsheet. That is literally all you're going to write on ChatGPT. Okay. Is literally all you're going to write. Simple as that. All right. So stupid simple. Find me properties that show up more than once and make it into a spreadsheet. You're going to find probates that haven't paid tax. It's like literally what happens is the person died, the heirs don't pay the taxes, and they don't pay the mortgage. It's like super motivation, but nobody wants to pull these lists. Nobody wants to do it. You can even do it inside of X Leads. Maybe later today I'll show you how to do that too. But like, there's just nobody wants to do like the super filtered motivated lists. Now, the big wholesalers, you know, I'm part of them, right? I'd rather pull every high equity in my local city and just throw 30 grand in direct mail and do it in a month. Just like a small little city and go crazy. But like, honestly, for someone that's not going out here spending 30, 40, 50, 60 grand a month in marketing, like you need, as the little guy or gal, to have a good advantage. And this is one of the best ways to do it. Now, what I'll tell you to do is just import those lists, the stacked ones, the ones that show more than once. That's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe 100. Import it into X Leads, which xleads.com, the best wholesaling software. Everyone knows X Leads is my favorite wholesaling software. xleads.com, you got it, right? But basically, I'll go in there and I'd skip trace the property. Then I'd throw it inside the X Leads dialer and just start calling. Simple as that. And most likely in 5 to 10 hours doing this, and probably closer to 3 to 4 hours, you're going to find a motivated seller and probably get a deal within 10 hours. Simple as that. You'll make about 10 grand for 10 hours. It's about $1,000 per hour. Guys, 90% of the work of what I just showed you right here is just polling and filtering the lists. 10% of the work is just being on the phones. So if you have the biggest fear is just talking to sellers on the phone, how about you don't spend as much time on the phones, and when you talk to someone on the phones, they're actually motivated and they actually want to sell their property. So you get extra super hot fire. Anybody know the meme? Super hot fire leads. All right. Now, there's also something else you can do to start making a lot more money per hour in cold calling that nobody wants to tell you. All right. And I get a little heated when I talk about this. So excuse my craziness, but that will make you a lot of money too. But there's something else you can do to make a lot more money. Go from making $200 an hour to $400 an hour, even to go from $500 an hour to doing $1,000 per hour, right? And this is like, Zach is a genius. It's like how they looked at Isaac Newton, okay? Gravity is when things fall. Now, obviously, Isaac Newton did a lot more things than inventing gravity, but like, it's like, wow, gravity is a thing. It's like, I feel like I'm explaining the obvious here, but when I say it, it sounds profound and crazy. All right. Does anybody know how to make double the amount of money per hour? It sounds so stupid, but it's so profound. Does anybody in here know, and we're doing this live, so I'm going to see what everyone says in the comments, but like, does anybody know how to double the amount of money you make per hour calling, going from $200 an hour to $400 an hour effectively? That means for every like 25 hours of calling, you do like a $10,000 deal. How do you do where it's like 12 hours you get a $10,000 deal? How do you just cut in half the time it takes to get a wholesale deal? Does anybody know? So this is so, okay. Anybody know? More motivated leads? Zach Newton. Anybody know? Let me know if anyone can guess. How can we get a deal twice as fast? Okay, so if I call a certain list, how do I do it twice as fast? Okay, a VA, good question. Texting, see, nobody knows. See, that's the thing. It's like hidden in front of your eyes. You don't even see it. I'm not telling you to hire anyone. I'm not telling you to spend any more dang money. I'm not telling you to spend more money. Anybody know? Can anybody hear the guess? We got hundreds and hundreds of people on the live here. Anybody in here guess? Probably not. Triple tap system. Called twice as good. Email these people. Okay, no. Okay, we are okay. So what it is? So stupid. It works though. Double the amount of calls you make an hour. Boom! Give me 3 big booms. Boom. Like, guys. Boom. Mind blown here. Like, holy mother of pearl. But yeah, guys, if you want to make twice as much money per hour calling, I don't know. Maybe you just call twice as many people in an hour. Think about it. Think about it. If you could call double the amount of people. So if 1 hour you can call 60 people, how can we do it where if we were able to call not 60 an hour, but we called 120 people an hour? Would we double the amount of money we make? Duh. So what is this? Well, I've implemented a rule. This, see, mind blown. Boom, boom. Okay. All right, boom. Get your girl. Honestly, if you get your girl to call and you can call, that's a great girlfriend. That's a girl you marry right there. But yeah, if you get your girl in the trenches to help you call, even better. Take her out to a nice place like Chili's after, and show her you really cherish her. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, call. But how do you do more calls though? You might be like, Zach, I'm trying my best. How do I double the amount of calls I'm making? Oh, this one's pretty obvious. Okay. I've implemented, I call it the 5-second rule. That might sound disgusting, but this really actually works for your motivated sellers. It's called the 5-second rule. Now you might be like, Zach, what is the 5-second rule? Well, the 5-second rule clearly states, so crazy, but if you don't know, okay, if the person is the owner of the property in 5 seconds or not, it is not, you shouldn't be doing it. Or if they don't know who you are in the first 5 seconds, you're screwed. And it's kind of a race against the clock. Now, some people might say, well, you might need to see if they're interested or not in the first 5 seconds. That's also good. You can pitch it wherever you want, but let me show you exactly how the 5-second rule works. Okay. So the average wholesaler, when they cold call, they do like this big, elaborate, like this massive, elaborate pitch. They go like crazy on this. Like they do like this massive speaking about like who you are, your company, and all these stupid things. It's just absolute clown show ridiculous. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay. So the average wholesaler, when they cold call, they basically do this. Let's throw a stopwatch on here and show you what I mean. What I mean by this is, let's start this. Okay, we're going to do how long it takes me. Oh, we got all the backgrounds today. Okay. We're going to do how long it takes me, okay, to go out here in 1 minute. Let's count how many motivated sellers I can talk to in the next minute. Let's count, okay? Hello, hi. This is Zach with Zach Home Solutions, and I would like to give you a personal offer to buy your property. I'm a real estate investor in the Ohio community, and I will be of great benefit to you. Oh, okay. No problem. Hello, hi. This is Zach with Zach Home Solutions. And what I would like to do is give you a no hassle, no nonsense cash offer on your property. Is this the owner of the property? Yes. Would you like to get a cash offer from me? No? Okay. Hello, hi. This is Zach with Zach Home Solutions. And I am a no-nonsense real estate investing firm that will go out here and give dynamic solutions to your real estate needs. Would you like to sell your property? That was about 5 people, okay, at most in about 1 minute. Okay, do we count? That was like 5 people. And no joke, that is how a majority of wholesalers cold call. They talk about, it's kind of ridiculous, but like most wholesalers, when I see cold calling, I look on TikTok, YouTube, and all these things, right? It's like so funny. You know, a lot of these real estate like influencer type guys are like, I don't look at any other real estate wholesaling video on the internet. I just do my own thing. I see people say it all the time. It's like, I look at what everyone does, right? Because if I see something I like, knowledge is power, right? I'm like, if someone's cold calling in a way that I love, I'm gonna reach out to them and say, hey, dude, I love the way you're calling. Can I call like that? I'll give everyone credit, right? Read a lot of books. Something on a book I like. I'm like, I'm gonna implement that in wholesaling. But This plague of wholesaling I've seen in the industry lately is like, it's not lately, it's been all the time. It's like you just go in this massive rant about how you're like this massive guy who works for this dynamic real estate investing broker. It's like you're trying to be Wolf of Wall Street. Like, what are we doing? Are you a hedge fund? Are you a real estate investment firm? Like, we're not wearing quarter zips. Okay, we got no Patagonia jacket. I'm not a finance. Some of y'all really want to be in finance for some reason. I don't know. You didn't pass your Series 7 or something. I don't get it. But like, guys, I am a real estate wholesaler. Okay. I am not some like weird real estate investment hedge fund type development type guy. Like, that's pretty stupid. Okay. My name's Zach, and I'm looking to buy properties in the area for cash. One thing I've been really good at, I've been told, okay, I've been told this. I don't claim this for myself, but I feel like a lot of people really like me in wholesaling for three main reasons. Reason number one, I don't charge you to learn wholesaling. I teach everyone the basics for free. I'll teach anyone to make 100 grand for free, no problem. Number two, I am able to explain very complex things in the real estate wholesaling space and make it really basic and simple. I have seen real estate wholesaling videos on the internet talking about how to stack lists, and it's like super complicated and all these macros you got to learn and you got to do all these crazy complicated. I just made it really simple today. And number three is I'm also super successful and super rich and super handsome and super tall. And so people really like that about me. Okay. They just need a tall, rich, successful, young, handsome wholesaler to go tell them what's up. But those are the three main reasons I believe people listen to me. Okay. I have taught people really, really well. I've shown more people to get rich in wholesaling real estate than anybody else. And then also really good at explaining it and also make a lot of money doing it. Right. But guys, you just be a local person. People like to do business with people they can relate with. Okay. And I know that sounds stupid, but it is so real. All right. On average, now you can say this is, you can go and try to clip this out and do whatever you want, but like on average, statistically, okay, a father would connect better with a father than someone who doesn't have kids. Okay. A woman who wants to sell her property will probably on average relate to a woman better and would probably want to sell to a woman more than, if they were not a woman, right? If you're out here and you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, you'd rather, on average, trust a Dallas Cowboys fan more than not. People trust and go with people that they can relate and trust and like that are more like them. Now, you don't need to be those things. You don't need to be a Dallas Cowboys fan. You don't need to be a woman or a man, whatever you are, right? That's not the defining, but just on average, it's like all these points of relation. So what I mean by this is if you are a real estate executive on a real estate and investment firm and you just like, that is so unrelatable to the average person. Hey, I'm a regular guy that lives in the city. I got kids. I got a family. You're a family person. We're both family people. We both are like stand-up, trustworthy people. Like, wow, I can relate to you. We make jokes. You're somebody that's like, this is a nice person. They listen to me and understand me. See, that's a big part too. People, okay, like other people that understand them. Okay, so if I sit down and listen to the problems and I can explain that I understand them, I'd rather do more business with that person than somebody who doesn't care, right? This is where the weird car salesman type thing happens, where it's like the person doesn't care about me or the right car. They care about making more of a commission on the car than me. Like people can sense this stuff. But if you actually talk to the seller and you care about the problems and you talk about a solution and it's something that they understand what's in their best interest, wow, that's someone I like, right? So even if it's so small, but it's even saying like, hey, if you want the most for this house, you should just go with a realtor. I know a great one, you'll get the most for it. I really appreciate you saying that. And I appreciate you giving me all my options and just letting you know for me to make my decision if I want the most or not. I just want to get out of this thing for cash. But I trust that, you could have lost this sale and you could have not made money on this, but you did what was right for me. And you know what? I'm going to go with you. Like it's stuff like that that just changes everything, right? You don't need to be this crazy salesperson or try to close everyone. Like it's not even that stuff. It's going out here and being super great and super relatable to somebody, right? And the main issue most wholesalers have is they go out here and they just sound so like not even relatable. You want to sound like you have a conversation. You're like, you can even be at a restaurant talking to them, right? Just relatable and simple, right? And so let me explain how to cold call somebody. Okay. And this is a mix between two things, being the local and relatable guy, but also being stupid, super efficient. So in that example, I was able to talk to about 5 people in about 1 minute doing this. How do I talk to 10 people in 1 minute? Well, let me show you my simple script. My script is my 5-second rule. In 5 seconds, I need to let the seller know that I am buying properties for cash, or I got to see if they're interested or not. 5 seconds to see if they want to sell their property. Now, you might be like, Zach, how do you do that? Do you just say, are you selling the property? Okay, first and foremost, I couldn't even hear that. That was way too fast. Second, if I call somebody off the bat and ask them if they're looking to sell their house, instantly, they're going to say, no, click, no, click. Why? Okay, here's some psychology about cold calling motivated sellers. When a seller is getting an unknown number on their phone, they are going to be super inclined not to trust the number, and they want to get off the phone as soon as possible. A reason people pick up the dang phone is because of curiosity, more likely than not. And what I mean by this is, who in the world is calling me? Is it my doctor? Is it my kid's school? Is it a long-lost lover? Does Sheila reject dumping me in the 9th grade? Now she wants me back. What is it? Human beings are so crazy in their brains. They want to think it's like they make up stories in their mind of why they should answer it. It could be my next big break. Maybe it's my audition. Okay. Maybe I'm finally going to get the part. Okay. Maybe I'm going to be the love interest in the next Bachelor. I don't know. Whatever your dream is. Okay. But like human beings, could this be my audition? Could this be a music executive for my rap album? Hello, this is Lil Zach. Like, I don't know, right? So when they get an unknown number, they are not instantly going to pick up and say, yes, there's going to be a guy that's going to want to buy my house. Yes. They don't say that. They're going to be a little low-key disappointed probably if it's you. Okay. So what we're going to see here is we need to invoke curiosity. It could be the police. Maybe there's a crime going on. Maybe it's like a family member in the hospital. We got to figure out what's going on. So here's the thing. Everybody that does not want to sell their property, let's just make this let's just understand this. Everybody that does not want to sell their house, they are going to be disappointed when they get your phone call. Let's make that very clear. Do we understand this? If we're calling 100 people, 98 out of 100 are not going to be a deal. They don't want to sell their house to you. They will never sell their house to you, and they don't want to sell. Do we in real estate wholesaling want to lock up properties and contracts with people who don't want to sell their property? No, we do not want to do this. That is a dumb idea. We do not try to make offers to people who don't want to sell their house. That's just a bad idea in general, right? Like, duh. We really want to get in front of the 2 people. So if we look here and we look at like a pie chart, all right, let's pop up a pie chart really quick. All right, cool. If we got a pie chart right here, let's kind of make it like we got to make the sliver a little bigger. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's call this 2%, probably not to scale. Okay, that's 2%. And this is like the no category, all right? And we're going to call this a yes. All right, we'll fill this in too. All right, we'll fill this in too. But basically, let's fill it in so I can show you. I'm a visual guy, so okay. So basically, if we call a list of 100 people, okay, 98% of them do not want to sell to us. So does that mean, are we being efficient going on a 30-second rant to 98% of people that are not going to want? No. Okay. What we want to do is we want to ask a simple question where we can filter out all of the no's and just extract all the yeses out here. We're going to ask a question where 2% of the people who want to sell are going to say yes. And basically all these people say no, but we can filter them out in 5 seconds. Now, here's the problem. If you look at the stats here, the best thing we can ask somebody is, do you want to sell your house? Now, here's the problem. If you call somebody who would have been a deal, do you want to sell their house? Half the time they're just going to click, no, get out of my face. Because what I have found are people are actual like NPCs. Like they're like, have you heard that term? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever heard that term that people are NPCs? They're kind of like robots, kind of. Basically, they're like GTA 6 characters, GTA 5 characters, but GTA 6, I guess, in the future characters, right? People are pre-programmed to say no. And what I mean by this is, even if it's a good real estate deal, you can lose a good real estate deal just calling and asking if they want to sell their house. Because they think you're a realtor, a salesperson. They're just going to say, no, I don't want to deal with you right now. You have to make sure people are not NPCs. Okay. And what I basically mean by this is, okay, let me set the stage here. Okay. Let me set the stage here for a second. Okay. So we go out here. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. Try to share this. Whatever. Okay. I'll do that later. But basically, so let's set the stage. I am somebody who is going to be a really good wholesaling deal. I want to sell my house for cash. Okay. It's Sunday evening, so let's pretend, okay, that I'm watching a football game. Now the Dolphins already won today, so I'm in a chipper mood today. Even the Dolphins suck. They couldn't even get an onside kick. I'm going to talk about that right now. Okay, let's pretend I'm watching the Dolphins game right now. Okay, so I'm sitting back. I'm eating my Dots pretzels. Got some Takis. Hands a little red from the Takis, but okay. I'm watching my game. Just me and my recliner. Dang it, Tua sucks. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Dude, I gotta watch this game. Oh my gosh. Hello? No, I'm not interested. Or think I'm watching my Real Housewives of my Real Housewives of New York or whatever. I'm watching my Housewives, right? And I'm about to see Joanne and Rhonda are about to. Rhonda's about to talk to Roseanne about why her husband has been sleeping around her best friend Julie, and I'm into this, right? I'm watching this. I got my popcorn. I got my Riesling wine. I don't drink, but like I got my stuff. I got the cucumbers under my eyes, right? I got my robe on. I'm watching my Real Housewives, and someone's calling me. I'm like, oh my gosh, Rhonda is about to talk to Julianne. I got to know the drama. I got to know the tea. And some stupid idiot's calling me. Are you serious right now? This better be, okay, like this better be a life or death situation. Have you heard people say this? This better be a life or death situation. Do you want to sell your property? Still! Zone back in. This is how a ton of people go out here and actually live their life. Now, I know you don't do this. I know you don't aimlessly scroll on TikTok all day, okay, going from one TikTok to the other for another dopamine rush. I know you guys never do that. But basically, that is how a lot of sellers operate. And you could be losing out on a lot of real estate deals operating like that. And so we have two massive issues. We have the people in real estate wholesaling that call seller and go in this whole spiel about, this is Zach with Zach Home Solutions, and we offer dynamic real estate solutions for, oh my gosh. No. Where you get do you want to sell your property? Okay, so what I like to do is I like to virtually punch them in the face. That is the nicest way I can put it. I like to virtually punch the seller in the face. Okay. So basically, I'm sitting back, I'm watching my shows. Okay. And I'm like into it, right? I'm making fun of people, but I'll be real, right? Pretty sick episode of One Piece just dropped. I'm not going to spoil it, but like it's getting real. It's getting real on Egghead right now. And obviously I've read ahead, but I still got to watch it, right? So, some crazy stuff's happening on Egghead right now. I'm in it. I'm zoned in right now. Okay. What in the world's going on? Okay. We're watching Luffy go hard in the paint right now. Okay. Zoro out here going nuts. And I'm like locked in. I get a phone call. This better be life or death right now. Okay. This better be life or death because I am locked in right now. Okay. One Piece going hard. I answer the phone. I'm about to hang up on this guy. Okay. Hello? I'm mad. I'm watching my show. I'm locked in. Okay. They say, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? I do this. Yeah. See, I'm not in the no, get out of here. This better be life or death, like angry anymore. I'm like shocked. Like, is this the police? Is this basically my kids at school? Is this Megan from college? Does she miss me? She left me for Brad at Beta Theta Pi, but now maybe she wants me now. Yeah, I don't know, right? Whatever story you got in your head. But you might be like, yes, this is it. Yes, this is Zach. What's going on? Now you're not in that no mindset. Now, it's also another psychological advantage here is I know this sounds really like stupid. Okay. This is really, really stupid, but it's called psychological like programming. So if you ask somebody, okay, certain questions, you can get them to basically say whatever you want. What I mean by this is if you ask somebody, for example, hey, you might say this, hey, do you like chocolate? Yes. Hey, do you like candy? Yes. Do you like video games? Yes. They say, do you like eggs? And you might not like eggs, but if I ask you 10 questions in a row and the answer to that question is yes, 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 and the last question is something you should say no to, but because you've said yes the past 10 times, you are about 60% more inclined to say yes, even if it's going to be a no. It's not guaranteed, but you're more inclined to say yes. Now, for example, you might have a spouse or like a loved one or something, and they might want to ask you something or usually say no to, right? So what's one psychological psyop they like to do on you? It's usually this. Hey, John, remember when I helped you with this and this and this? Yes. I was just asking if you can help me do this. See, what they're doing is they're giving you guilt. They're making you say yes to something, and they're giving you guilt, and then they're going to psychologically try to get you to say yes. Same exact thing here. So if you say yes, you're more inclined to say yes again, right? It's momentum, all right? More momentum. So if you say, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? And you say yes, now you're more likely to say yes the next time. Yes, this is the owner. So basically, you're just saying this, all right? So owner of 123 Main Avenue? Yes. I was just, hey, my name's Zach, just seeing if you're interested in selling that property. Possibly. What is this about? Hey, my name's Zach. I'm actually just looking to buy properties in the area for cash. I was just seeing if anyone around town is looking to sell their property. I mean, I'm looking to buy some house in the area. Are you looking to sell for cash? I might want to sell for cash. Yeah. So you buy properties and then you go in the whole conversation, close them, cha-ching, right? Get the deal. Woo! And become successful. But like effectively, I just said 2 sentences and I was able to get a ton of deals. Now you may be like, Zach, how in the world are you doing it so effectively? Well, I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time, but I'm also really good at showing you guys how to do it really quick and easy too. So let me show you exactly how I'm able to do it. Remember, I ask 2 crazy simple questions. That is it. Okay. My simple, easy, simple questions are: number 1, are you the owner of the property? And are you interested in selling it? That is it. Are you the owner of the property? And are you interested in selling the property? That is it. So let's go for 1 minute, how quick I can go through all this right here. It's actually really, really dang quick. Really simple too. Okay. Ready? I did 5 last time. Let's count how many we can do here. All right. Right? Ready? Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Yeah, hey, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Hey, this is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Hey, I was just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Hey, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 364 Maple Avenue? Hey, yeah, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 667 Evergreen Drive? Hey, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 16 Arroyo Lane? Hey, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Avenue? Hey, this is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 333 Evergreen Court? Hey, my name is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Hey, is this the owner of 111 Myrtle Beach Lane? Hey, this is Zach. I'm just seeing if you're interested in selling the property. Whatever. Right? That was like 10 right there, right? So you just effectively saw how I was able to call 10, 15 sellers, probably 12 sellers. I don't know. I didn't count. I was able to talk to probably at worst 10 sellers in a minute versus 5 sellers in a minute. So I was able to double the amount of calls I was able to make on the same amount of times. And I didn't waste any time. I was able to extract all the wholesaling deals out of there without getting rid of it. I trimmed all the fat. So I was able to make just as much money and get rid of all the people that didn't want to sell their property. That is how you make thousands of dollars per hour cold calling motivated sellers. You can be effective. You have the right lists, and you start going and making a ton of money out here wholesaling real estate. So that is how you make thousands of dollars per hour wholesaling real estate. So let me answer some questions. I want to see what you guys are asking me. I want to see what's up and see what I can do to help everyone out. And like always, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I go live here on my personal YouTube channel every single Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. And I just like answering questions, seeing what's going on. I always do these Sunday night streams because I usually do my streams, 1 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays on the main Flipper channel and also on here. But I feel bad. My West Coasters, sometimes a little too early for them. They got jobs and stuff. And so Sunday night is like, hey, everybody who doesn't have, everyone's not working a regular job, even on the West Coast, right? We can all hang out together. I think it's really fun and cool. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. So if you want to hop on, I have a live streamer link. Everyone in here is obviously invited to hop on here, talk to me. If you have any questions about your wholesaling business, I'm excited. And yeah, let's answer some questions here. We had a crazy week, a ton of great wholesaling deals my company's doing, but also a ton of deals you guys are doing. And I'm helping a lot of people out with their deals too, instead of freeholding.com, M2M, stuff like that. So pretty fun. Having a great time here. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's popping. And we're excited. So Osiris says, thanks for everything, Zach, changing people's lives one live stream at a time. That's awesome. Yeah. So we got a sick podcast dropping tomorrow with somebody. Made 55 grand his first like 4 or 5 months. Wholesaling's 18. I just think it's beautiful what he's doing and really inspiring to me, and just inspired me as a young person. When I was the same age, making the same amount of money as him. I was like, man, like this is like just like my story. I think it's so cool. And I think it's really inspiring because, I got my first wholesaling deal in 2017. And it's really cool, right? It's really cool to go out here. I know, 2016. I got my first deal in 2016. And it's really cool. I mean, obviously that's like old man stuff now, right? Back into the day in 2016, But basically, it's like, well, here's somebody who did the same exact story as me in 2025. And I think that's really cool. So let's answer some questions. We got some people backstage asking questions. So I'm going to throw on a StreamYard link really quick here, and we'll get this party rolling. So I like answering questions live too. So StreamYard, you want to hop on. Top 3 list and top 3 marketing channels to make a deal before Christmas. Oh, that's easy. So I would go to xleads.com, best wholesaling software. I would go out here and pull a list of like 12 to 14,000 people, mostly high equities. And then I would go out here and text blast them. If you have like $100 to $200 in a marketing budget, that's one of my favorite things to do. The niche list that we're talking about today, the triple stacked, is going to be 2 on the calling. And then probably number 3 is going to be reverse running for dollars, putting sticky notes out. I teach that at freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course and community. So it's right here. So I'm actually, let's put that on the bottom. So guys, FYI, if you don't know this, I have a free wholesaling course. It's called freewholesaling.com. It is the largest real estate school community, and I love it. So go to freewholesaling.com. It's pretty sick, and go there. But yeah, you check it out, the software, go to xleads.com, and yeah, go to freewholesaling.com to learn. But yeah, freewholesaling.com. I don't know if you've heard me say it a million times. I'm going to actually put the link in the chat for everyone so we don't forget it. But yeah, if you go to freewholesaling.com, I will teach you how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. Okay. 12 to 14. Got it. Awesome. All right. We got some people got some live questions. La Buena, what's going on?
Hey, Zach, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How's Cleveland?
It's freezing out here.
Oh, geez. What's going on?
So I came across a property. It's actually an old lead. So the guy, he's been trying to sell his property for 3 years. It's a probate property. It was his father's, but it's kind of weird because his name isn't on it. He said his sister's is, his brother is on it, but his brother died as well. So I'm trying to make sure I take this down properly. I'm supposed to go see it Thursday. But if he's not on it and he said his sister skipped town or something with a dude, it's like, how do I take this? Is this even possible, or should I just move on?
Okay, so somebody died and then the heir was the sister, right?
And the brother?
And the brother's still here, right?
The brother is deceased.
Oh, the brother's deceased and the sister's the only heir?
Yeah. And the brother is trying to sell it, but he's not on the property, which I don't understand why.
Oh, the sister's the only one on the property.
Yeah.
Not the brother that died's on the property.
The brother that died is on the property as well. You get what I'm saying?
And the sister. And the sister.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
So in total, it's 3 of them, but the one that's trying to sell it is not on the property.
What'd she do? Did she rob a bank? Like, was she on the run? I don't understand.
He said that she just skipped town with a dude. So
okay,
speak with her just to get authorization to actually, buy it.
Okay, skipping down with the dude it's up there of weird things, but okay. So I'll be real with you. People skip town, but they don't delete their phone number. So that's obviously number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is going to be pretty important here, but like, why don't you, I know this sounds creepy, but why don't you just message her on Facebook?
You said message her?
Message her on Facebook and message her mans too.
Okay. Well, I don't know who her man is, but
maybe you try to find, get creepy. La Buena, get creepy on here. Find the Facebook, find the friend, try to figure out, maybe they got like some like little honeymoon picture or whatever. I don't know. And try to message them both. I know it sounds weird, but like, you got to do what you got to do. You just can't go out and let the deal just die. Yeah, I got you. Okay, Mission Impossible right here.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if I just ask him for her number, will he just give it to me, or you know what I'm saying? Or is that kind of like overstepping?
I mean, I would ask, like, hey, do you want to get paid on this? Well, I need her number. Okay. And do me a favor, can you let your sister know that I'm going to reach out? That'd make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Also, if he doesn't want to give it to you, then you just skip trace and find her.
I will.
Well, Brandon, you don't give up. Okay, I know this about you. So,
I don't.
I mean, what do you think I'm going to tell you? Give up? Just sit your butt down and just let somebody get that deal? No way. Come on.
I wasn't.
You're built up. Let's do it.
I got you.
All
I got
right.
a quick question. One more question. I know this is probably dang, but okay. So it's this property. It's been vacant for like 3 years now, and I know nobody lived there because you could tell by the backyard, like the grass is really high, but it's like in a really decent area. It's like it's not. I've been looking around and deep searching for this property for the heirs, but I can't find anyone's number. I didn't left notes on the door. I didn't talk to the title company. But it's like, is there any way I could, still get the property and wholesale it, or just, that's a dead one?
Oh, there's plenty. Oh, I can go all day about this. First question here is somebody paying the property taxes?
No.
No one's paying the property taxes.
Nobody.
How long has the property been delinquent on taxes?
So since I've seen it, it's been like 3 years.
Wow. So no one's paid the property taxes in 3 years. Usually what I say, if someone's paying the property taxes, then someone's taking care of it. Okay.
Oh, nobody's taking care of it.
Okay. So going down the list here, if no one's paid the property taxes in 3 years, and you can confirm this, then obviously putting it on the door is great. I would talk to the neighbors. Obviously, I'm assuming you already talked to the neighbors.
I did reach out to a few, but they never got back to me. But I could door knock them.
Door knock the neighbors, say what's going on.
Okay.
And then my favorite thing to do, and this is really brutal, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to recommend it, even though I might. I'm just going to say that I heard of someone that used to do this.
Okay.
I heard of a handsome young man who was very tall and rich and successful back in the day when he was getting started. He would go put a bandit sign on the door on the house and said "house for sale," and he put his phone number on there. And instantly, within 5 minutes or 20 minutes later, he would get a call from the actual owner. Says, "Why do you put the sign on my door?" Oh, nice to talk to you too. My name's Zach. I couldn't get a hold of you, so I just put my signs out here trying to talk to you. I know of a guy that used to do that, and it worked really dang well. I don't know. But usually, if you put a sign on someone's property, they usually call you about it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but
this one is like real abandoned. Like you should see this grass. Like,
I mean, who's the name
cold.
Who's the name on record on the property?
The lady who owned it, she's deceased for sure. She's deceased.
Okay. So what you got to do here is you got to play genealogy. I mean, okay, so look who died, married, kids. Then you're going to go down the line. I'll be real with you, LaBuena. This is just dang truth. So let's just say, LaBuena, I'm not going to expose you. Let's say your last name was Johnson, okay? It's not Johnson, right? Oh, it's Lewis. Oh, it's Lewis. I see it on here. Okay. Then what I do is, LaBuena Lewis, if you had a grandmother and her name was like Emily Lewis, what I would do is I would go to cyber background checks, True People Search, and I would call every dang Lewis I can find. There would be a Cynthia Lewis, right? A Tanya Lewis, a LaBuena Lewis, right? I'm calling all the Lewises, all right? And I'll get in front of somebody. And that's what you got to do. So if her last name is Jones or whatever, I would call all the Joneses you could possibly find that are possible relatives. And you'll get in front of somebody who's a second cousin. Hey, I think I owe you a lot of money on this house. I'm going to buy it, but like obviously I need to give someone the money for it. Sure. Then you pull the probate and see who basically they throw it's like, hey, if anyone's an heir, speak now. And no joke, we did that. We had a probate. Oh my gosh. We had a probate where we did this, where we couldn't find any heirs. And so we petitioned it. Apparently this guy this is a whole like state thing. It had to go in the newspaper. It had to be like petitioned out. And the last day someone said, I'm the third cousin and I'm entitled to this house. And then we had to go through all this. It was so stupid. But like, that's what you got to do. And more problems, more money. This is a great thing.
Okay. All right, Zach. Well, thank you.
Simple as that.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, LaBuena.
Yeah.
Boom! There we go. Next year we got Monir. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Zach? How are you?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So I just wanted to get some advice, man. I'm over here. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I know that my local market isn't so good for wholesaling. And I just wanted to look towards markets that are close to me, like realistically that I could drive to within a day. I've checked out Sacramento. I know that doesn't really fit your criteria with like the under average price of a house being under 500,000. And so I just wanted to get like some professional advice or insight on like what markets near me might be good or not, you know?
Yeah, I think a really good local market would be Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it might be a 20-hour drive, but what's the difference between a 20-hour drive and a 4-hour drive for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've definitely
You're just
driven
going to virtually
out there.
wholesale no matter what, bro.
Yeah. I never considered Oklahoma though. That's wild. Wow.
Yeah, get out of California, dude, for your wholesaling.
Really? That's what you would say is a good idea to get out of California in general?
Yeah, because your best local market is going to be Fresno. And how far is Fresno from you?
I'd say like 4 hours.
I mean, I'll be real with you. There's like absolute killers out there in Fresno that will drive to the house and it's 15 minutes from them, and it's just a lot harder, dude. It's better just to virtually do it in a good market than try to physically drive 4 hours on a okay market. Because on the okay market, you need to be able to drive to the house in 15 minutes. You're not going to be able to do that. So I'm being real with you, man. Virtually wholesale in a good market like Tulsa.
Okay, wow. That really opens my eyes to a lot of things. Thank you so much, bro.
And trust me, I'm saying this with all love in my heart, dude. Okay. I wish I could tell you, no, actually, dude. No.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
And dude, Sacramento sucks. Okay. You know, I'm be doing Sacktown. All right.
Okay.
Even the Kings suck, dude. So you don't even want to be doing wholesaling there, man.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for your advice. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Virtually wholesale. Get to work, man.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, dude. There we go. Guys, I love some virtual hosting. I like in-person better. Obviously, everyone knows this. I like in-person more, but virtual hosting is amazing too. I make most of my money virtually wholesaling, but if you're in a good local market, it's way easier as a beginner. Logue 4618 says, I want to hear more of those college stories. I mean, dude, I remember being in my, this is no joke. Oh my gosh. I don't even get into this. Okay. I was in a sales class in college, and I got a B on a mock sales. And the reason I got a B was they did like a role play on like the sales class in college, like business school. And it was this professor that, no joke, and I don't say this lightly, they made 80 grand a year. University of Florida, all the professors are public, their salaries. And this guy's telling me about how I was not good at, and I'm like, bro, I just made 30 grand this month. I'm not saying this to myself. I'm like, dude, I made 30 grand this month. What are you meaning? I don't know what I'm talking. And I was about to scream at this person. But I'm like, dude, I will make your entire salary in 3 months. And how are you telling me how to be good in sales? Dude, let me see what the sales class is called. University of Florida. It was actually a good class, but I remember I got a B, and I'm like, this guy just irked me. Warrington School of Business. It was a professional selling class, I think I took. I was getting so mad. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me see. It was, yeah, they had a professional selling minor. Oh my gosh. I remember this. It was, here it is. Professional selling, MAR 3400, professional selling. Yeah, that got me so mad. I'm like, bro, I am destroying you. Like I just want to get, I'm like, you know, I just can't wait to get out of here. And I got out of there, started doing better. Does anybody know if Maryland's a good state? Maryland's an awesome state for wholesaling. Baltimore's okay. Fredericksburg's probably my favorite. And Prince George's and North, even Northwest is pretty good there. What do you think of Pennsylvania? I actually hate Western Pennsylvania for wholesaling. Anything east, Poconos area, Reading, Pennsylvania, Allentown, Berks County, even parts of like Philly's good too. I love those areas. Amazing areas for wholesaling. Why you take down your automation video? The good old tube took it off. It'll be re-uploaded very soon. It didn't. There's one part that the Mr. Beast's favorite platform did not like. Gotta love it. Okay. Top 5 best wholesaling markets in the United States. That's a great question. Okay. Top 5 right now is going to be number 5. Top 5 market is going to be. Okay, I'm being put on the spot here. 5, Richmond, Virginia. 4 is going to be Strasburg, Pennsylvania. 3 is going to be 3. I'm probably going to say, what could 3 be? Fayetteville, North Carolina. 2 is going to be the entire state of South Carolina. And then number 1 is going to be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Top 5 wholesaling states right now. Blackout said, what a name. Says, I got a tax delinquent property under contract in Toledo. Amazing market. They wanted $10,000. I got it for $4,000. They owe $3,000 in taxes. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that one. That's a good squatter out. Bro, as a squatter, it's going to be tougher. But Toledo, yeah, dude. Go out here and try to find a buyer. Pull a cash buyers list on xleads.com. xleads.com at the bottom. Just pull a cash buyers list. I'll skip trace right there. Let's go, dude. Congratulations, man. Here we go. Fell behind my dollar leads. Got 10 people to call tomorrow. Let's go. We're about to do our version 2 of dollar leads very soon. It's gonna be big. It's okay. By the way, version 4 of the X leads version 4 is like the big like mega launch. Version 2 of dollar leads is gonna be really big too. It's not gonna be as big as version 4 of X leads because that thing's gangster. But version 2 of dollar leads is gonna be soon, so you're gonna like that too. But we're doing market specific. Yeah, call those leads, man. Wonder how big Zach's comic book collection is. So I gotta switch up. I got a lot of comic books. I got some cool ones. There's like an old classic. I gotta put this like this is one of my favorite. The Old World's Finest. I got this one. I love any Batman any Batman. I love Batman and Superman collabs are pretty gangster. Obviously, this is 20 cents back in the day. I like the old DC ones. What do we got here? We had a Ghost Rider. Oops. We got Ghost Rider, Wolverine, X-Men, Ghost Rider stuff. I've been what I like to do, I have to collect some comic books. I think they're pretty cool. I'll let you know though, the cool thing about comic books are they're so easy to make money from. And I told this to everybody. I said 3 years ago, I said, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all of the Dr. Doom 1960s and 1970s comic books. The reason for this is right when 20th Century Fox got bought by Disney, I knew they're going to do an X-Men. I knew they were going to start doing X-Men on Disney. I knew they were going to start doing Fantastic Four on Disney. And I knew they were going to implement Dr. Doom in here and they're going to go crazy. When Avengers came out, I said, okay, what's going to happen is they're going to go out here and they're going to throw Dr. Doom and they're going to do Secret Wars. Secret Wars, there's like an old animation of Secret Wars from the 1990s. I love Secret Wars. They're about to do a movie in Secret Wars in like 2 or 3 years. So I got like a bunch of Dr. Doom comics and I think they've doubled in value since I bought them. They're about to triple in value. Because now Dr. Doom is going to be in the movies, and all these kids are going to love Dr. Doom for the next 30 years. Victor Von Doom is the best villain all time for comics. Like he like ripped he one-shotted Thanos, by the way. This is how cool Doom is. Y'all kids don't understand. Doom can beat Thanos like that. Doom is so much cooler than Thanos. And it's going to be sick. So yeah, that's yeah, it's pretty dang cool. But yeah. I'm going to have to make another One Piece. Do the One Piece version. Guys, version 4, you don't even understand what's dropping on X Elite. It is mind-blowing. And it's probably one of the best launches I've ever done, if not the best one. It's version 4 is going to, everyone here has X Elite, so you're going to see what it is. So it's pretty cool. So what is Dollar Leads? So Dollar Leads is a PPL platform that I made, and I soft launched it out. We did a cool little live stream about it, and basically we're able to give leads for literally $1. That's why we called it Dollar Leads, and it sold out really quick in I think a week. And we're not actually giving out nationwide leads anymore to anyone new. We're giving everyone that signed up for it. Basically, what we did is we had to keep the quality super high. So we told everybody they have set it, guys. We told everyone, said, hey, we sold out. I let everyone have a 7-day refund. If you don't like the leads for 7 days, we refunded everyone that wanted a refund on it. And then everyone that didn't want a refund, they're very happy with the leads. And we just want to make sure everyone's happy about it. And then basically we're going to launch the version 2 of it and make it really cool. So Dollar Leads, basically PPL. Version 2 is going to be a little different than PPL, but it's better than PPL. I'll tell you that. It's pretty cool. But we're doing market specific leads. That's all I'm gonna say. You could choose basically the area where you want to get your leads, and you'll get the best leads. And obviously, we're gonna get the MP3s because that's what I do. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Zach, have you closed the leads by text? Yes, I have. I do not recommend it. Do not be doing that. Junior, what's going on?
Hello?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. What's up? How can I help you out?
Blessed as well. I ran across something that I am just trying to get to the bottom of and figure out. It was actually through a text blasting campaign. It's a vacant house, and the owner, he said him and his partner are having some health issues. Long story short, he said he owes $70K on the mortgage, but the wholesale value on X Leads is about, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's about 66, like mid to high 60s. The thing is, the house needs a complete remodel. So I was trying to it appears that it's not a great wholesale deal, but what I was thinking is that, I ran a few things through the Zach GPT. I was thinking that maybe I'd have to figure out if it's better for the term just slipped my mind, a short sale, which I have no experience with. But the GPT said maybe a short sale or possibly, it said no to a sub 2, but that's if I was to sub to it.
Why can't you do a subject 2?
Pardon me?
Why can't you do a subject 2 on it?
Well, I'm not saying I can't, but when I was asking Zach GPT, it was just saying it said that you guys were saying if you have to do a lot of work on it, that it's not good for.
If it's all I work, then no.
But I've heard that there are people that, like, if you're a wholesaler, that you can kind of make it a subject to, but kind of wholesale it to someone else that's going to do the subject to.
What's the seller's equity on the deal?
Their equity. To be honest, I don't remember that off the top of my head.
Okay, well,
they owe 70.
It's gonna be. Can you pop it up right now for me?
Sorry, I'm grocery shopping at Walmart right now.
Okay. Well, how about you post it inside of school and I can see it, and then I can let you know. I need more details on the property, bro. Can you message me in school?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Let me look at it and see what I can do, bro. I gotta look at the. I can't give you advice without looking at all the details on this, man.
Okay. But I think there have been a few deals where like the situation's been complicated, and I think sometimes it might have slipped away from me because I didn't know how to what to do in those specific situations. So I just don't want to let that happen this time around. But I appreciate it.
Do it, dude. I'm
Okay,
telling you
so
right now. Let me look at it before I give you an answer. I promise you, it's if there's too much work and none. I don't know if the equity's high, then try an owner financing would actually might be a good deal. And if it's too low, then a subject to, and then you can sell the subject to somebody else too.
what exactly is the difference between owner financing and subject to? I thought they're very similar.
No, subject to is when you took over the deed. Owner financing is basically when you're doing payments on the property and the seller's being the bank. Right now, you need to focus on wholesaling only, dude. There's a guy in freeholding.com. His name's Jose Santana. He'd be a great creative finance guy to talk to, and he won't. Let him look at the deal, and if it's a good deal, he'll do a subject to with you on there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you, man.
And I'll post it on school shortly.
All right, man.
Message you on school, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Appreciate it. There we go. Awesome. And then a couple other questions here. We got Zach has a video covers 23 free sources for list code enforcement. Yes, I teach it all inside of freeholding. I teach it all inside of freeholding.com. That is right. Ooh. Cyrus says, Zach or Tobias, I recommend you go through Zach's free wholesaling course because it answers any beginner question. I also have my AI coach, which Junior is using there. So if you want to go out here and learn how to wholesale real estate for free, you go to freewholesaling.com and learn how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. And guys, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, get any value from this video, and I'll see you soon. So Zach Ginn signing out. I will see everybody on the stream on Tuesday and see you soon. Thanks, guys.